Sheriff Marcos Lopez of Osceola County in Florida recently got arrested. Why? Well, it turns out that. Oh, he's also suspended, by the way. Turns out that he may have been, because, they don't know for certain. They've got to prove it in a court of law. Lopez and three others allegedly operated an illegal gambling business in Kissimmee where people could play the lottery and play slot machines. Lopez is also accused of attempting to hinder the investigation into the business, though specific details were not released. Well, of course he's going to try to hinder the investigation. That is one of the dumbest. Oh, he tried to hinder the investigation. Hey, I'm breaking the law. Here, let me show you everything so you can make sure I go to jail longer. Of course, he tried to hinder it. Every criminal probably is going to try to hinder it unless they feel really bad about it. And considering he was probably making good money from it, I don't think he felt bad about it. I, here's the situation. You got to wonder. I mean, here's a man that's probably making at least $200,000 a year. Now, probably more. I tried to find what his exact total was, and I was looking at what the sheriff's department makes. He should be making at least 250,000 a year. But let you see the moment he got arrested. I got a short clip here from local news down there. It's WFTV Channel 9 in Florida.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Breaking on Eyewitness News of 4, new video of the moment the sheriff of Osceola County was placed in handcuffs.
We have been told that Osceola County was notified today at the sheriff's office that their sheriff has now been arrested.
Channel 9 was the first to break this arrest and the charges related to what the state calls a massive illegal gambling operation. We have live in-depth team coverage.
And I'm looking at the specific location wrapped up in this investigation.
What a busy news day. You are looking right now at the mugshot of the Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez, who is now suspended by Governor Ron DeSantis. It has been, again, a busy afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Martha Sigalski.
And I'm Darlene Jones. He was booked into the Lake County Jail around noon today, just about 4 hours ago. Since then, our team of reporters have uncovered new developments, bringing them to you first here on Channel 9 and WFTV.com. Channel 9 investigative reporter Shannon Butler broke this story and starts off our team coverage live at the Federal Building in Orlando, where Sheriff Marcos Lopez was arrested this morning. Shannon.
Darlene, we were here this morning just after 9:30. Sheriff Marcos Lopez pulled up in that black Denali you see right there. He got out of this vehicle just before 10 o'clock. He went into the front door of this building. He was in there about 3 minutes before he was surrounded by those federal agents. Stripped then of his gun, and now he is stripped of his badge. It was just moments. He was in there, walked in on his own, but left in a police car. It was just before 10 a.m. when Sheriff Marcos Lopez pulled his black SUV into this parking lot for a meeting with Homeland Security investigators. We were there as he was led in the front door, but just minutes after his arrival, he was put in handcuffs by those federal agents, seemingly unaware of why. Arrested and charged with racketeering, his mugshot right here. According to HSI, the investigation started in 2023. The allegations that Marcos Lopez was involved in a massive gambling operation, one that was up and running here in Central Florida, not only in Osceola County, but also in Lake County. It's also one that brought in more than $20 million. Investigators saying it all started after Lopez took office in 2020. The gambling operations were allowed to set up illegally and run in his county, all in exchange for cash. Investigators writing, quote, Sheriff Lopez played a multifaceted role in expanding and protecting this illegal enterprise while using his office to shield the enterprise from law enforcement. He was immediately suspended by the governor, as others were also arrested. But this could be just the beginning. Investigators telling us more warrants are being served and more arrests could be coming. The special agent in charge, John Condon, sending a statement today saying, quote, no one, regardless of their position, is above the law. Now, if you take a close look at that video of the sheriff's arrest, you can see he asked those federal agents, what is this all about? That is what he said as he was being put in handcuffs. Now, again, he has been suspended. A new sheriff has been appointed by the governor. That is Chief Christopher Blackman from the FHP. We will have much more on him at 4:30. But in the meantime, we have learned that people at the sheriff's office have already been fired. We are live tonight in Orange County. Shannon Butler, Channel 9. Eyewitness News.
Again, only Shannon Butler breaking this story. Thank you so much, Shannon. And our team coverage continues right now with Channel 9's Sabrina Maggiore, who is live outside of the Lake County Jail. Sabrina, Lopez is there right now on no bond.
Yeah, Martha, Lopez was booked here just after 11 this morning, and like all inmates, he was fingerprinted. They took photographs of him, and the information was transferred to an online system about his charges. We did learn from the Lake County PIOs, the public information officers, that he's likely being held in an area away from other inmates. That's because of his status, of course, as a former sheriff.
They are very serious charges.
Osceola County's top law enforcement officer set to face a Lake County judge on first-degree felonies for racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering. They each carry up to a 30-year prison sentence. The former sheriff will soon enter his plea during an arraignment on June 30th.
No matter if you are the lowliest criminal or a high-profile sheriff, everybody receives the same due process in the criminal justice system.
Lopez first joined the Osceola County Sheriff's Office in 2003 while still serving in the Navy Reserve. He completed more than 20 years of military service and went on to work various roles at the Sheriff's Office, including with communications, the Patrol Division, and criminal investigations, before he was elected sheriff in 2020.
So help me God.
Lopez was sworn in 2021 and made history, becoming the first Hispanic sheriff in the state of Florida. He prioritized de-escalation training, implemented a real-time crime center at the sheriff's office, and launched a mentorship program between juveniles and deputies before he was re-elected last year.
If we can save one person and make an impact in someone's life, that's what we're trying to do here.
And Lopez's tenure as Osceola County Sheriff was not without controversy. We're breaking down some of those coming up at 6. But for now, reporting live in Lake County, I'm Sabrina Maggiore, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, and Channel 9's Ashlyn Webb continues our live team coverage. She's checking out the gambling house in Kissimmee, cited in those court records, and she has details about others who could face charges.
According to these court records, the 4 others involved in this investigation, along with Sheriff Marcos Lopez, include Sheldon Weatherholt. According to the state business records, he was the manager of this social club. Ying Zhang, who also goes by Kate, is listed. Weatherholt, Zhang, and Marcos Lopez are all accused of keeping the gambling house, unlawfully having slot machines, and setting up or promoting a lottery. State prosecutors say Sheriff Lopez and Ying Zhang were also involved with money laundering, so disguising the money collected from this illegal gambling operation. 2 other women are listed in court documents as employees or agents of this operation, including Sharon Fedrick and Carol Coate. Again, all 5 are accused of racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering, tying back to this location here on Earlo Bronson Memorial Highway. All right, that was Ashlyn Webb reporting. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 5, we'll have more.
from the inside of that gambling house and what it looked like and how long it had been in operation. We'll have that story on Eyewitness News at 5. Martha.
And Darlene, our in-depth coverage of this major news story that Eyewitness News first broke continues all afternoon. Right now, you can go to WFTV.com and our news app for a complete breakdown of the arrest of Sheriff Marcos Lopez. Coming up at 4:30 here on Eyewitness News, our Scott Martin will be joining us live from the Osceola County Sheriff's Office with new details of other employees that are now facing some serious accusations. And at 5, we dig deeper into this gambling operation involved in this case. We're going to show you video from inside the so-called casino. Stay with the station that broke this story as we continue to break even more details, new details on the arrest of Sheriff Marcos Lopez.
We are tracking some afternoon showers in severe weather. Central 9 certified chief meteorologist Tom Terry is there. Tom, we're also seeing some.
Now, what I would like to know is, how do you not know that you're going to eventually get busted in Florida? I mean, everybody is willing to talk down there. The folks that are doing the bad things down there are not going to want to get into the kind of trouble that Florida will make sure they get into trouble. Now, here's the funny thing. One of the people, now, Marcos Lopez's bail was set at like $1 million, $1.2 million, something like that. One of his co-defendants in this case got to get out of jail on a $100,000 bond. So he's facing $1.2 million. She's facing $100,000, exact same charges. There are 3 others that are currently in there. One's Ying Zhang, the other one's Sharon Frederick, and Sheldon Weatherholt. Now, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, and I looked this up. Well, I don't know, because, well, I guess it can be either male or female. I don't know that name, but he was suspended by the governor. Yeah, Ron DeSantis, the governor, suspended him. So they then appointed Christopher Blackman. He's Central Region Chief, or was Central Region Chief for the Florida Highway Department, 35-year law enforcement veteran. Lopez started out as a basic deputy and moved his way up to sergeant, where he ran for sheriff. The Osceola County there in Florida made this statement: the sheriff is a separate constitutional officer apart from the county or the county commission, and it's important to note that the county had no role in this investigation. However, the county and our commission stands ready at the helm to support interim Sheriff Christopher Blackman and the courageous men and women of the Osceola Sheriff's Department, however we can during this period as appropriate. Notice that they didn't defend him, they just said, hey, we're ready to help the new sheriff. Y'all got some interesting stories down there in Florida. I enjoy covering the stories, but I can't get, I could do an entire channel of nothing but Florida stories. Y'all entertain me. But hey, I thought I'd cover this story because, well, this is some interesting things. I don't know. I mean, if he did it, then what were you thinking? You were already making a really good amount of money. But hey, oh well. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Thought I'd bring this story to you. Have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now.